Deep in the Louisiana swamp, some legends don't want to be found. They want to feed. Say his name, and he answers. Victor Crowley is real. And tonight, you're in his backyard. This is Hatchet.
Before we begin, a quick warning. Opening Kill is a horror podcast that contains adult language, disturbing themes, and graphic descriptions of violent acts, especially the kills featured in each film. We also dive deep into plot details and character arcs. So if you haven't seen the movie we're covering, expect full spoilers ahead. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Opening Kill, the horror podcast that slices deep into the genre we love. We're talking slashers, supernatural nightmares, creature features, and everything in between. Every episode, we break down a different horror film. From its killer cold open to its blood-soaked finale, we track the body count, analyze the scares, and give credit where it's gruesomely due. From iconic franchises to hidden gems, you'll find them all here. Hosted by filmmaker and horror scholar Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran, lifelong genre fan and scream scene specialist. So sharpen your knives, turn off the lights, and let's get into it. This is Opening Kill.
And welcome to Opening Kill, episode 41. My name is Michael Duran, and my co-host,
Brian O'Connor. Good to see
there
you, buddy.
Are. Yeah, how you been?
You know, good. Just kind of been, working on the podcast, watching scary movies, all that good stuff, and excited for episode 41.
I know, this one's a doozy, especially when it comes to the kills. A lot of fun.
Oh, man, a lot of really cool things here. Plus, I'm really excited, too, because we have Brian from the Killer Point of View podcast who's going to be joining us here in just a little bit to share his thoughts on this movie, too. So super excited about that.
I know, we got two Brians in the house.
Which won't be
Michael.
Confusing at all.
No,
So,
it's going to be super easy, super convenient. It's going to be great. But you watch anything good this last week?
I watched something mediocre.
Beautiful.
It was a 2016 Irish horror film called Without Name. It's about a land surveyor who is sent out to an isolated forest in Ireland to survey some land. His company doesn't give him specifics on why he's going out there, but he's glad to do it to get away from his family because things ain't so great at home with the wife and the kids. So plus it gives him more time to spend with his student assistant, who he's also conveniently having an affair with, and who will be joining him on this trip.
Good family values.
So,
that's beautiful.
Great family values. So he ends up renting this very creepy cottage in the middle of the woods, the same woods, and all this strange shit starts happening, and he ends up losing his mind, and it gets a little crazy and a little weird to follow at the end, but very cool atmosphere. I love anything that's, you know me in the cabin in the wood type of movie.
Right.
And that kind of falls into this. Solid performances, but it was a 3-star movie for me. It wasn't anything to write home about, but got me through an afternoon. So yeah. What about
is
you?
Is it one of those where it's like at the end you're like, what just happened? Are you left a little bit confused? Oh, I fucking hate those. I'm
not just a little.
One,
yeah, not just a little confused, but it was like, whoa, that's really bizarre. Okay, I didn't dislike it, but
I hate when movies like confuse me and then make me do more work to figure out what the fuck it's trying to say. I'm like, no, you just need to tell me. Like, I'm here for your story. Don't make me do more work. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this one.
Okay, please. I think you might want to.
Okay.
I mean, and that's kind of how I felt about Shelby Oaks last week. It's a great movie, but it just kind of went in a lot of different directions, and you had to really kind of like run to keep up with it. But still, now that one I would go watch if I were you. I would see Shelby Oaks.
I'm down to run to keep up. I'm not down to just be left lost and wandering.
Right. Right.
But, yeah. I didn't like officially watch anything. I started the new Frankenstein this morning. I got a couple minutes in. The first couple minutes seemed really good. So I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm a big fan of the book, and I've heard this is really a close adaptation of the source material. So I'm excited to actually be able to finish that at some point. But the dad duties took over. I just got like the youngest down for like a nap, so I was like, great. I bought myself maybe an hour. I bought myself like 2 minutes, so
yeah,
we'll get to it eventually.
I was gonna say that's how it usually happens.
Yeah, if I want to watch anything, I'm up till fucking 3 a.m. to get anything consumed.
Which is why you don't sleep either.
I don't sleep. I'm just a zombie.
Yep, totally. All right, so as we mentioned, this week's episode is the great movie Hatchet from 2006. Joining us from the Killer Point of View podcast, our new best friend, it's Brian. Brian, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me, guys. It's an honor to be here.
Oh, well, we've been trying to get you for a while, and we are both, I can't speak for Michael, but I will anyway. We're both fans of your podcast. It's just so much fun to listen to. Sorry, Michael, you can voice your own opinion.
This is one of those rare occurrences where you're correct with speaking for me. So go ahead, go off.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So, Brian, tell us a little bit about Killer Point of View for those who aren't familiar with it.
So we drop new episodes every Tuesday. It's a podcast. We review movies, but we try to find like some deeper meanings and themes, and try to throw in some comedy in there also. And there's 5 of us on the podcast now, so you get a lot of different perspectives and personalities and a lot of different opinions. So it get hectic sometimes.
Michael and I can barely stand each other, so I can't imagine having 3 other people in this podcast.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
That's one of my favorite things, though, about your podcast is like all the different opinions. Like you have the one that's never seems to like any of the movies, and
that's my wife.
She always cracks me up because she's like,
that's my wife.
Well, that's amazing. Yeah, what'd you think of the movie? It fucking sucked, dude. Like.
Yeah, that's how she feel about any 80s movie.
Yes, the 80s. Oh my god,
the 90s. Yeah, she has very strong opinions about the 80s. Yes.
God, as a child of the 80s, I just don't even know what to say about that. It just breaks my heart, but I get it.
Trust me, I get it also because I love the 80s. So she be saying stuff sometimes. It's like, oh my god, like how did I get here?
You're making me rethink choices right now. God.
Yeah, but I love her anyway.
Of course, yeah. It's a great one, and I love all the. Yeah, you do have like a lot of like cool like deep cut movies that you've done too that I appreciate. Like,
thank you. I try to mix it up. Sometimes I get in this kind of mindset to do like just like slashers, or sometimes I'll get stuck in the 90s, and I'm currently just doing like kind of newer movies, so we can kind of stay up to date with some things. So
right.
Yeah. And especially how after Ashley trashed the 80s for like 2 months, I was like, okay, let's do some new stuff.
Let's give her a break from the 80s trash.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into the 2000s then with Hatchet. Just the Facts, written and directed by Adam Green. Went into the film festival circuit in 2006, got a wide theatrical release on April 27th, 2007. Runs 83 minutes long, gets an R rating for all kinds of reasons, which will become obvious as we talk about this. They filmed it in Louisiana. Obviously, that's where it takes place, and it's pretty amazing. Stars Joel David Moore, who has been in a lot of different things, and a Portland, Oregon native. Tammy Blanchard's in this. Kane Hodder, best known as his portrayal of Jason in several of the Friday the 13th movies. Robert Englund, of course, Freddy Krueger, and Tony Todd, another great actor who passed away too soon last year.
We have Candyman, Jason, and Freddy.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Pretty crazy. And if you have not seen Hatchet, just in a nutshell, it's about a swamp tour that goes completely off the rails when a backwoods murder legend turns out to be brutally real. Tourists become targets and the bayou becomes a buffet. Victor Crowley becomes a franchise, and it did. It spawned a few more movies in this. So, let's get into Hatchet.
Yeah, this one, so little fun fact before we start. This was the last movie to wrap production before Hurricane Katrina hit. It was the last one. And obviously, since it was shot in Louisiana, I don't know what this movie would have done if it wasn't able to finish shooting. It's not like it had a crazy budget. It probably would have been dead in the water. So
right,
that's crazy.
Crazy that it got made, got finished just in time.
Boy,
that's crazy.
Had they not finished that, we would have been blessed with the next couple of movies in the series. So yeah,
this is a series that I was late to. I know we both were late to the party with this one, Brian.
I'm
watched
embarrassed
it for the
about
first
that
time.
fact.
I am too. As soon as I watched it, I'm like, well, take away my horror fan card because I don't deserve it.
Same.
But I binged all of them that week. I was just like, I could not get enough. So Victor Crowley is definitely, in my opinion, a new horror just like icon in the slasher genre.
Oh yeah, totally agree. So the film opens in the swamp. We have a father and son. Father is Robert Englund, and his son Ainsley is played by Josh Leonard, who of course played himself in the Blair Witch Project. And they're out there hunting alligators.
That's him.
That's him. Yep.
Fuck.
That's Josh from the Blair Witch Project.
I knew he looked familiar.
Yep.
Crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So father and son are out there hunting alligators in the Louisiana swamp. And the relationship between these two is pretty funny. It's just bad. I mean,
you can tell like the dad is just like embarrassed by this son. He's just like, ugh.
Yep.
He drops all sorts of let's just say he's not an ally.
Not at all. Not at all.
And Ainsley's just like needs to use the bathroom, so he starts like peeing off the boat. First he can't go because he's like, I can't pay with you sitting right there, Pa. And eventually he's able to let it go, and then a giant ass alligator just jumps out. Doesn't get anyone, but scares doesn't quite scare the piss out of Ainsley because he then still has to go pee, but they pull off and he jumps out of the boat. And
his dad is pissed because he didn't get the alligator when it was coming up. You let him get away.
Right. Yeah. Should have grabbed that sucker with your bare hands. Just grip it and rip it. And then like he does have this comment where, so you learn he has a sister because the dad is much more proud of the sister. So you know that sister would have just grabbed that bad boy.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so he's not done relieving himself, so he gets onto shore, and he hears things moving around, and he's freaking out. He goes back to the boat, and he finds what's left of his father.
Yeah.
Which isn't much.
The opening kill.
It's in a lot of pieces.
Multiple pieces and just not looking great. Just laying there in a heap in the boat.
That's it. And so we don't actually see this kill.
Right. So it's kind of a bummer because
it is a bummer.
Because with our opening kill, with a movie like this, you would assume automatically going to get the butcher knife. But I think I have to give this one a butter, even though we do see the aftermath. It's super gory.
Mm-hmm.
With this movie, you need to show every kill, I think, personally. Yeah. So the fact that it was off screen is a bummer, and therefore it pains me to say, but I'm gonna give the Robert Englund death a butter knife.
What say you, Brian?
I would say butter knife also, just because you should show Robert Englund getting killed in a horror film if you're going to kill him. So, missed opportunity there. I think they should have showed it for sure.
I completely agree. It's a butter knife for me too.
And it should have been like a Freddy callback, like somehow where it's a very similar death to how Freddy Krueger would have killed you. They should have done it. Maybe it was a budget thing, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it honestly
I
probably
agree.
was because they maybe didn't have the shooting time with him, so they had to just do it on
Maybe.
screen. That would be my
Maybe.
assumption as to why they didn't, but you know.
Sure. Well, it's not long before the son gets his too, and
we see this one.
We do see this one. I wish this had been the opening kill, but this one was pretty good.
Oh, poor Ainsley. He gets fucked.
Yes.
He does indeed. Yeah.
It's a while. This one, multiple things happen to this poor gentleman. He gets ripped in half with his...
Yeah,
right?
he does.
Yeah.
And then he gets swung into a tree, and doesn't he say that hurts or something like that?
Probably.
I could swear that's what he said, unless he was just grunting, but it sounded like he said, that hurts.
He should have been like, ooh, owie.
Yeah.
Golly, that's smart.
So basically, within 5.5 minutes, we have a couple of kills already on the books here. So we're off to a good start.
Uno dos. We're off to the races here.
Yes. That's how I like my slasher films.
Exactly. Yep.
I think you have to. You have to jump right into it with slashers.
Yeah. Get straight to the point.
Yeah, some try to get cute with it and hold off on it, and I don't think it ever is the right choice.
Right, I agree. Meanwhile, Mardi Gras is blowing up in New Orleans, and that's where we meet Ben, who's our main guy here, Joel David Moore, and his best friend Marcus, played by Dion Richmond. And, Marcus just wants to go get with the girls, and Ben wants to go on this haunted swamp tour.
Well, Ben is sad about his ex-girlfriend who dumped him, and so he's like, whenever I see these super hot girls, I just think about her. So all the topless women in New Orleans are really bumming him out. So he wants to go kick it in the haunted swamp instead.
Exactly.
Which, hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but
it's also like, dude, you're in New Orleans during Mardi Gras. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Go catch some beads.
So they go to see Reverend Zombie, who is Tony Todd, who is in this film for like a minute and a half. Which
he's got a great little monologue, though.
Oh yeah, he does. He does. Which I think this is. I know I'm giving some stuff away, but that's what we do. In Hatchet 2, it's all about Tony Todd, which is great. He's like all over that film, but you just get a little peek of him in this one. And they're knocking on his door, and the door flies open, and they want him to take, them on this swamp tour. And he tells them that he doesn't do it anymore because, somebody got hurt and they sued him. And so, nope, not going to do it.
But he also makes it sound like something horrifying happened to these people. And it was just nothing really that major, just ended up getting sued. And so.
Yeah. Like somebody hit their head or something like that.
Yeah,
it was
something
some minor
pretty
thing,
normal. Yeah. But he's also dressed like Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog. Like he's got this crazy outfit on.
Oh my God.
He looks so awesome.
Yeah. No, he totally does.
That's funny. He sure does look like a Disney character. That's funny.
A Disney character with friends on the other side.
That's crazy.
Oh man. So he finally gets them to go away, and he tells them where they can go. And so they're walking down the sidewalk, and they arrive at Marie Laveau's House of Voodoo. And right before they go in, there's a scene where a girl's just like throwing up on the sidewalk, and her best friend is, comforting her.
And Marcus is just Marcus is just like, you don't want to hang out with this? Like, this is way more fun. Dude, chicks puking on the sidewalk.
So they go into the House of Voodoo, and this is where we meet a couple of models, and
that's putting it.
Jenna and Misty, and their freaking sleazy manager Doug Shapiro, which is just like. And he's
this
there,
guy.
kind of. They're in the back, and he's filming what is just going to be this cheap ass porno pretty much, because they're taking their shirts off and they're kissing, and he's giving him directions. The dude is just creepy as hell.
No, they really
low budget
cast this
Girls
one.
Gone Wild is what that was.
Yes,
it's exactly what
it.
it is. It's like the Kmart version of Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah.
And this director guy is just such you said it, just a sleazeball.
Yep.
Slimier than anything
sleazeball.
found in those swamps.
Yep. We meet some of the other characters. There's a married couple. Richard Riley, he was the guy. I remember him best from Office Space. He was the old dude in Office Space that ended up getting in. When he backed out of his driveway, he got T-bone or something. He got hurt really bad, and he was always trying to come up with new inventions. He was very funny in that movie, and he's funny in this too.
He's great.
His wife.
I'm trying to think what I've seen him in. Like, he's one of those guys that you see the face, you're like, oh, it's that guy, but then trying to place him is. Oh, that's right. He's in the fucking Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He is.
Oh, and Free Willy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've never seen that Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Let me tell you what, Brian, you're not missing fucking anything.
I was going to say there's better movies for you to spend your time with, I think.
I remember him from Casino.
Nah.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
And Deuce Bigelow. Deuce Bigelow.
Yep. Deuce Bigelow.
European gigolo, baby.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff for sure. We also meet
him and his
Mary
wife
Beth.
are just like this, like uber, like Christian, like goody church going couple, and I love the scene where they meet the porn director, and they're just like horrified. They're like, oh, they're clutching their pearls.
Mary Beth is the other one we meet. She's there by herself, and we'll find out more about her in a minute. And their tour guide, Sean, played by Perry Shen, who is a sham. He is a painfully inexperienced and just stupid swamp captain with no experience at this, even though he tries to speak with a Louisiana accent. So it's fun because he tries. So they all load up on this little bus to go down to the dock where they get on the boat that he can't even get started for a while.
No.
I mean, he's just, and there's that right at Disneyland. What is it? Which one is it where you go out on the boat? Yes. And the captains are always doing the really stupid stories that are kind of like, oh, they're like bad dad jokes. Well, that's what he's doing on this boat. And he's trying to point out all of the features of the swamp and all this stuff. No idea what he's talking about. And he loses his temper every time somebody tries to correct him. Then why did you even come on this trip?
He's like, that's a maple tree. Actually, it's a sequoia. Go fuck yourself.
Yes.
And he can't get it started. Like, you did talk about how you couldn't get the boat started. And there's like a weird dude in a boat, maybe like 50 feet away from him. And he's trying to warn him, like, don't go. It's Victor Crowley. And they're just like, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that guy.
Local hermit by the name of Jack Cracker. That's his name.
What a name.
Interesting
name.
What?
I honestly assume every white guy in the South is named Jack Cracker.
Yeah, so
that's a perfect Louisiana name.
Tries to warn them off, and they're not listening. And yeah, their tour guide is saying, "Oh no, he's just, he's a crazy guy. Nobody listens to him, and he drinks his own piss or something like that, and just totally ignore him. And we're off now." And he finally gets the boat started, and they push on. And he's pointing out all these things along, the swamp, the edge of the swamp, that just none of the information he's giving is correct, and they know it. So
they pass this one house, and he says that's the Crowley house, and ends up, like everything else he's saying, to not be true. But he's doing his best. He's trying at least. We've all been in and over our heads at a job, and just gotta fake it till we make it.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely is, because they ask him, so how many tours have you done? And his response is, many, many tours. We find out that it's a total of 2, including this one later on. So, yep.
And one other thing, when the 2 models are boarding they do like a little thing before the boat takes off, and we learn that it's a scene for, and I quote, Bayou Beavers.
Yes.
Hot.
Hot.
That was the 2000s. That fits the 2000s for sure.
Definitely.
This movie,
did.
like, and I mean this in a good way, it reeks of the early 2000s. Like everything about it. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
The tour guide ends up taking the boat and basically hits a branch, or it's a rock, and now the boat is taking on water. So they're trying to all get off the boat, and Jim, the husband,
Oh God,
decides to exit the boat via a tree branch and is mauled by an alligator, which is fantastic.
Just jumps up, bites onto this poor fucker's leg, and really
and they
incapacitates him.
They all end up escaping the boat by going on this tree branch. And then it's revealed that the water is like maybe up to their waist, if it's even that deep. I mean, they could have just jumped out and ran for it and been okay, but
exactly,
because the couple of them fall in and then they stand up. It's not over their head. I mean, that's like, okay, well, that's great. But so Jim gets his leg all fucked up by this alligator. And so now they've got that problem to deal with after they all get on land.
And one of my favorite things too is Ben is like desperately trying to like become friends with Mary Beth, and she is just not having it at all. Like, she just, I think he even asked her like a question, and she's like, I'm just trying to enjoy myself. Can you like not like talk to me, please? He's just like, oh, fuck you, okay.
Yeah, I remember. I think they were on the bus. He was talking to her, and he was like, "Oh, Mary Beth, that's a cool name. You got 2 first names." And Marcus was just looking at him like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
It did make me feel like represented though, because that was how I used to flirt. It was just painfully just awful and awkward. And so I was just like, oh, okay. Representation.
My God. Well, and then so on the bus, Marcus was sitting next to Jenna, one of the models. And earlier, before they got on the bus, Ben and Marcus were talking about, I think Marcus had gotten with a girl who had crabs or whatever.
Yep.
And, and so there's a shot of Jenna like scratching her crotch on the bus. And that's when he like, his arm all of a sudden goes from being around her to like, get the fuck away from. He's like, damn.
Let's bring back memories.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got a crawling sensation in my crotch.
Man,
it is kind of a cool scene because when they're in the water, a couple of them, 2 or 3 of them are in the water, and it's the frickin' director who is the last one, and you see the alligator coming for him. And it's one of those scenes where I wish the alligator had gotten him, because the guy is just worthless, but he's able to get onto land, and
alligator deaths are not and alligator deaths are not quick. Like they like to like whip you around, and then they like to store you, and they let your body soften up in the water, and then they'll like eat you days later. So it could have been nice if that happened to him, but unfortunately he escaped that.
No, he gets out intact. And it's then that Mary Beth reveals that the father and son, Samson and Ainsley, are actually her family, and she came to recover them. Yeah,
she's the daughter that the dad's proud of, and you can tell why. Like, she's straight up packing, and everyone's kind of like asking, like, "What is anyone going to ask why Mary Beth has a fucking gun?" and then she breaks it all down.
Yeah, she's very well versed in the legend of Victor Crowley. She's the only one in the group that actually has a clue of what's going on here. So, and
this is another great comedic scene, because she gives them the whole spiel, like all of it. And she's like, so if you're near the house in the middle of the night, that's a problem. You're going to go missing. And they're like, well, the tour guide's like, well, that's fine because that house is 2 miles down the river, so we're good. And then she's like, no, that's not it. That's it. And the fucking house is right there behind us the entire time. Yeah. No one's noticed.
Yeah, I knew like earlier in the film that this is really like a horror comedy because there's just so many comedic elements in this film. So yeah,
definitely.
But that's one of my favorites. Just how she fucking delivers that line. That is, and it's just the chef's kiss for me. And yeah, it's just this rundown, dilapidated shed, and it has like even some eerie smoke coming from it. Some lighting. There's a red glow around. So yeah, no, it's great.
So the legend is that Victor Crowley was born deformed, and his father, who was played by Kane Hodder, and Victor Crowley, the adult version of Victor Crowley, is played by Kane Hodder as well. The young version of Victor is not, but
no, it's actually played by Halloween, a super hot model.
Yeah, right. That's
her name is Relea Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the story is one Halloween, teens torched the house that they lived in with fireworks. And, you know, the son, Victor Crowley, is there by himself. Thomas rolls up in his truck just as the flames go. And he's trying to break down the door to rescue his son, and he can't do it. So he grabs a hatchet, starts going at the door. He doesn't know that his son's head is right up against the door. The hatchet goes through and finds Victor's skull instead and kills him.
Yep.
And that's kill number 3.
I mean, such like a bummer. It's funny, but it's like it's not a bummer. Like the suddenness that kid gets tagged in the head with the hatchet did make me go like giggle a little. It's it's very abrupt and it's very sad. Like it's legitimately sad because this dad, he loved little Victor. Like there's this cute little scene where he's like feeding him. And there's a scene where he takes him into town and like there's a bunch of dickhead kids just like making fun of him in the truck. And it's like, it legitimately makes me feel like sad for poor little Victor. And then, he ends up dying and you're just like, well, fuck, now I'm bummed out.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
And then his father dies soon after of a broken heart, basically. So that would be, kill number 4, even though it wasn't an actual kill, it's a death. So we're going to throw it in there and run up the score on the kills in this.
Love how they portrayed it, though. It's just the shot on his face, and he's just looking sad, and then it just like fades him out, and he's like, and he died.
Yeah. That's it.
Budget. They couldn't show him dying, and
golly, I sure wish we could have seen him dying of alcohol poisoning. That would have been great.
So basically, Victor never really left the swamp, and now he's haunting it. He's not like a ghost. He's more like a meat grinder with a grudge, is what he is. Because he goes nuts, and this is the kind of stuff that Kane Hodder is so good at. I mean, the physical stuff, and being Jason, and in some of the Friday the 13th movies, he's had plenty of experience to pull this off, and he does.
It's crazy. Like he is such an intimidating, like just size too. Like he's a big guy, and even though he wasn't Jason until like much later in the franchise, he's the Jason that like most people actually think of, which is kind of interesting. Like because he wasn't Jason until like
I think it was
5th
4
or 6th. Was it 4?
I think it was 4. I'd have to go back and look. I should know, but I think it was 4. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he's not Jason until he comes back. He's zombie Jason, I think. So that would have been 6, right? Because
6 or 7, I think.
Maybe I am
because he dies in 4. 5 is just that one where it's not an actual Jason, and then 6 is where he's a zombie. I think. Either way, it's later on in the franchise.
And Jason lives. Yeah,
it's the New Blood. Friday the 13th, Part 7 was the first time.
7, shit. Yeah.
Part 7.
I knew it was 6 or 7.
Yep.
But that's kind of crazy.
Earlier, but
the 7th movie of Jason is the one that like most people think about.
And then I think he was Jason in Jason Takes Manhattan.
I think
which
he
would
was
be
too.
Part 8.
Yeah.
God, that movie.
My least favorite one in the franchise.
Oh my God.
I think it's better than Jason Goes to Hell. That one is fucking
It is.
unbearable.
Well, it is. You're right. You're right. That one's so bad I forgot about it. So yeah.
I try to every day.
Yep, exactly.
But
and they also hear Victor
movie.
like whispering in the woods too. You get that creepy daddy.
That's something you never want to hear when you're alone in the woods. Is some whisper saying "daddy." Whew.
Right.
No.
Every time I hear that, my cheeks clench a little. But like, it's so like, yeah, she Mary Beth gives the whole spiel about Victor Crowley, and then like the porno guy's just like, that's a bunch of bullshit, and you kind of get everyone's reaction to it. And the poor married couple who the guy's fucking leg is toasted.
I was just going to say he's bleeding out basically. Yeah. They're having this.
So there was story
discussion.
time. He's dying, and then they're like, okay, well, we've got to figure out a way to get this guy to help. And they're kind of asking. She's like, we got to go that way towards the house, and no one else wants to do it. And so the wife ends up picking them up and is like, you guys are a bunch of fucking cowards. And they're walking towards the house, and then you hear the yells, and our boy finally makes his appearance, and he just comes tearing out of that building, hair flowing like a wild man, and runs up to poor Jim and just takes a hatchet to him so many times that he cuts from here all the way down diagonally and just cuts him in half with a hatchet. And surprisingly, that's not the most graphic kill we're about to have.
No, because his wife gets involved in this too. Holy shit. So she's running, and she doesn't get very far.
No. And I love how this kill is filmed. So it starts, you see him grab her by the mouth and start opening, and then it goes around his back, and when it comes out the other side, her face is just fucking completely ripped open, and you see her fucking face is and the little tongue just like it's Jabba the Hutt when he gets fucking choked out by Prince of Leia. Just that fucking that is such a doozy.
God, that is kill number.
It was a great kill scene.
Number 6. We just keep them coming here. And I mean, the rest of the group scatters. Mary Beth actually shoots him. Mary Booth with the gun. He actually goes down.
Yep.
And then she ends up reuniting with the rest of the group. But their fucking manager, Shapiro, what a coward. He's totally gone. He has run off like away from everybody. And you shouldn't separate from the group in movies like this. And of course they always do, but
it's the number one rule in Scooby-Doo. But we never listen. And it's actually kind of funny when they meet the rest of the crew. Like they all ran, and then Mary Beth like meets up again with Ben. They're like, "Where's everybody?" And they just like pop up from the bush. Like, we're right here. Except for Marcus, who's up the goddamn tree.
Marcus in the tree.
Marcus is up in the
tree. And he ends up seeing like lights of like the city. Like, do you see a road? He's like, no, it's dark. I don't know.
So it cuts back to Shapiro now, and Victor has caught up to him. And this is a pretty cool kill, and this was very fun to watch. Basically, his head is twisted a full 360, and he's decapitated, and that's the end of our director of our porno. So, yeah.
Rest in peace, brother.
So they end up stumbling on his body, the rest of the group eventually here, and they go through his wallet, and they find out that Doug Shapiro isn't even his real name, and that he's this marketing manager for some tech company, but he's got 2 different business cards, one with his real name, and then one with this, fake production company, thing on it. And I think it's Jenna that's all pissed off. That motherfucker, I came all the way down here from New York to be in this, and he's not even, it's like, yep.
Well, it's like, you got to take the L on that one, because you left New York to go to Louisiana to star in Bayou Beavers. So like, let's look at our own choices here.
Yeah. So
he's just a creep with a camera.
Here,
total.
Oh, God.
Total creep with a camera, yeah.
And then Mary Beth suggests going back to the Crowley house. She's like, let's go back to the Crowley house. We'll get weapons and, we'll go from there.
And they're there. They've actually just made a complete circle and ended up back there. And Marcus is like, what the fuck? What? We just went in one big circle. So, yeah.
It's almost like the swamp kind of just leads you back to where it wants you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a funny scene coming up here. First of all, Ben and Mary Beth go into the barn. They're looking for weapons or whatever, and they find the remains of Samson and Ainsley there. And there's this very funny scene that's going on between Jenna and Misty. Misty is just totally the dumb blonde, that just the stereotypical dumb blonde and the comic relief. And they're trying to call 911. And because Misty has just found her cell phone, right? And she's getting frustrated. She asks Jenna, "Are you sure the number is 911?" I just about died. It was so fucking funny.
She's like, "Yeah, obviously." She's like, "Well, we're in the South. I don't know if it's different here."
If there's a different area code.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny too, because those two, they actually fucking hate each other. They'll be friendly when the camera's rolling, and then as soon as it's done, they're like, "You dumb bitch."
That relationship, I think the relationship between all of these characters they were just brilliantly written, but especially between the two models. Back funny. And forth is so funny, and it works so well in this movie.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's one of those just ensembles that everyone is just so completely different. None of them go together at all. And it's just, it makes it so much more entertaining.
Sean and Marcus are also there during the 911 scene, and they hear all these noises coming from the bushes, and they're freaking out. And it turns out it's just a raccoon. And so they build this tension, right? Like you think, ooh, something bad's about to happen. And then they see the raccoon, and then you let your guard down, and then Victor jumps out. So they get you in that way, which I thought was really well done.
It's fun because it's that stereotypical animal jump scare. And it's usually you catch your breath. And then in this one, it's you have that. And then instantly into the actual danger. So they're playing with the tropes. They know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so this kill is
this one. Last week, we had the kill with the cattle prod, which I thought we'd never had before. And I don't think we have. That was a first. I don't know if we've ever had a kill or at least a maiming with a belt sander yet. I think this is another first for us. And he takes this to Jenna's face, this belt sander.
Yeah,
which
right in
oddly
the
sounds
area.
Exactly like a chainsaw, not a belt sander. I don't know a lot about power tools, but I know what a chainsaw sounds like. And I think I know what a belt sander sounds like.
You're not wrong here, Brian.
Am I not wrong? Am I right?
You're correct. I've ran a belt sander or two, and it's much more of a high pitch, and that was more of a...
This was definitely Texas Chainsaw Massacre quality here.
For sure.
Yeah.
They couldn't fool you. You got them.
Well, I'm easily fooled, so I can't believe I got that one right.
Look at you. You know your power tools. You're like Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I'm a sound designer, so I know the sounds of my power tools, and that's all it is. The
kicker this one is
here,
crazy.
She lives. This doesn't kill her right away.
No.
God.
So we get the horrifying stuff with her getting her face sanded down, and then it kind of switches over to the tour guide. He gets in the middle of the scrap, and Victor grabs a shovel, and he just baseball swings it and takes off his leg. And then while he's down on the ground, he brings the shovel to his neck, and then just he does this fun thing where he looks over at the camera and has a little bit of sass in his face, and then he brings it down and decapitates him. So he's gone.
And Jenna is still trying to crawl away. Her
and this
jaw
is
basically half gone.
Yeah.
It's nasty. And this is...
I like the practical effects in this film. I think they really, it seemed like they was paying homage to the 80s.
Oh, for
with
sure.
All the practical effects in this film. And I mean, it felt like not Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, being out in the woods and stuff. So, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I agree.
the writer and director Adam Green, he had a strict no CGI rule for post production. The only CGI that was used was just to remove like wires and like camera, like stuff like that. It is strictly all practical, and it shows, and it's so just it's so much fun.
For me, it's more enjoyable.
Practical's fun. Like it's it's a lot more gory, a little graphic, but it does have an element that is, I don't want to say cheesy because it's not, but it is a little bit more whimsical. I don't know how you guys feel, but I just something charming about practical effects.
I agree with that. I think for me, even seeing a bad practical effect can be better than seeing a good CGI one in some instances.
Sometimes,
it's just it's a different feel. It just has a different, I don't know, different life about it.
Especially with blood. I hate CG blood. Like I don't think it's ever looked good.
Right.
To me, practical effects is, it's something that they actually made. Like it's actually there versus, CGI. It's not really in the scene. It's just something that was added afterwards. So practical effects always looks better, even though it could look cheesy and stuff, but in this film, I think it really worked pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Nothing stands out to me that I'm like, well, that looks a little, ugh.
Yeah.
So Jenna's trying to crawl away and Victor goes and just picks her up. That shovel is still planted in the ground where Sean's head used to be. And he basically picks her up and drops her on the handle and it just impales her. And that is kill number 9.
So when I was watching this movie again, I didn't remember exactly what happened. And I was like, the way he picks her up at first, I was like, oh, this fucker's going to like put it on it like long way and it's going to like come out her mouth. For some reason, that's what I was thinking was going to happen. And I was like, oh, thank God. He just puts it through her stomach.
Well, that was what I was thinking in Terrifier when they hung the girl up and he was going to like cut her in half. He cut her in half like vertically and not the other way. And I was not expecting that. And kind of the same thing. I was not expecting what he did to her here. So, yeah.
I guess he decided she had it hard enough when she got the sander to the face. He's like, you just get it nice and quick.
Yeah.
He's a compassionate killer. We got to give it to him.
A compassionate killer.
So the rest of the group now, they decide, offense is their only defense. They got to go after him because they're going to get picked off here. Misty ends up just vanishing and parts of her start to show up again because Ben is working on something.
Funny. Well, they're at the shed because he's like, there's a lot of these gas cans and we're going to lure him back there and then we're going to blow it up and he's going to like burn to death. And no, Victor just starts chucking pieces at him. Piece for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we don't actually see Misty die, but we do see the aftermath flying back in pieces as he's just, it's like a game. He's just like, like you're throwing garbage,
he's egging them,
into a garbage can. Yeah, exactly. So Misty is kill number 10 and they do find some gasoline and they do actually get him to come back to the barn and the shed. And they're able to light the fuse. And for a moment, it works. And then it starts to rain.
Another comedy moment.
Oh, and Ben's line, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Like, what are the chances?
What are the odds of this? So, everything's extinguished. And I mean, he's still like, Victor got fucked up. Like, he no longer has that beautiful flowing wild man hair. He's now just baldy.
Well, he can be hurt, but it's only like a temporary hurt because he ends up getting back, just like Jason on Friday the 13th.
The rules with Victor are I don't entirely understand them, nor do I want to. I don't give a shit. I'm like, whatever. Like, be an evil undead ghost. I don't care. Like, I'm having too much fun.
Sure.
It's definitely one where you got to turn your brain off at the door. Just turn it off and enjoy it.
For sure.
So they take off running, the rest of them now, and they end up in a cemetery, which I think is great. You have to end up in a cemetery at some point. And they get to
logistically though,
gate.
Why the fuck was there a cemetery here?
Well, that's a great question too, because they needed one for this scene. So let's just throw in a random cemetery in the bayou.
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Totally. So they decide they have to follow the fence to look for an opening, and they find one. But Victor's right there, man. He didn't waste any time. He jumps out in front of them. This is pretty nasty though, because he falls on top of Ben, and he half drools, half vomits in his mouth or something. It was like the stuff is coming out, and
because he gets stabbed. Like he falls and gets stabbed. On a, I don't know what it is. He gets impaled on, but yeah, his face is just right there by Ben's. Just
yep. Ugh.
No, thank you.
This was disgusting. That kind of stuff.
I think it was
I
just
don't
blood,
do well
though.
with. It was yellow, so I don't know. It was probably some blood, but it was nasty.
Who's to say what's inside of Victor?
True.
Yeah, who knows?
At least it wasn't white.
Mary Beth kicks him and gets him off, and then so they all run. Oh, poor Marcus, though, dude.
I know.
He catches up to Marcus and rips his arms off, and he just drops him on top of him.
It was very kind of like action hero movie scene where he's just rips him off and then just casually chucks him.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it is. And then he just picks up his body and swings his head into the side of a brick tomb. It's like as if pulling his arms off and letting him bleed out isn't enough. Let's do this next. So
I do love how Mortal Kombat a lot of these kills are.
Oh, good point.
They definitely took inspiration from Mortal Kombat for some of these.
Yeah, that whole scene, how it was kind of little fog in the background a little bit, and him smashing the body against the
There's a lot of Mortal Kombat type kills in this movie, actually. I mean, you think about it.
I mean, honestly,
limbs are getting ripped
off
or chopped off, and it's
faces getting ripped open.
Boy,
it's beautiful.
I know.
Beautiful stuff.
So it's down to just Ben and Mary Beth. And they're running from him. And Ben ends up taking a metal pole through his foot. And this is a pretty gnarly. This made me squirm a little bit. Because now he's standing there and this giant pole is in his foot. And it's basically anchored him to the ground. So he can't move. And you look up and Victor is running right at him. So Mary Beth and Ben push the pole forward and it's coming up through his foot. And it's just... Ugh. And they get it.
Victor, like a dumbass, just runs right into it.
Yeah. And so Victor does, and he gets speared, and Victor crashes down. But before he quote unquote dies, he sprays Ben with blood from his mouth. He just spits it out, and it's like, there you go. So
poor Ben, just getting spit off all over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Victor kind of has a spit kink with Ben, for sure. Once wasn't enough.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what?
Just a little bit.
I'm going to do it again. You bad boy.
So, Brian, this is very much kind of like the flavor of an 80s movie in some ways. Has your wife seen this one?
She saw me watching it last year, I believe.
Okay.
And she said no.
No.
She wasn't really paying attention to it. She was just sitting on the couch reading or something, and I was watching it, and she saw some of the stuff that was going on. She was like, no. Not at all.
She's like, so you're not going to pick this one for your podcast?
I mean, I would like to do it, but no, she don't want to do it.
Maybe a week where she's sick or something.
Right.
Hey, we'll fill in for her. Let us know.
It's too cheesy, and it does have an 80s feel to it. Yeah. So it's not up her alley.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That's fair. So Mary Beth finds Daddy's boat, and she and Ben get in the boat and they sail away. This actually really reminds me of Friday the 13th, the final boat scene where Adrian King's character is in the boat, and you hear this sweet, peaceful music playing. And it's like, oh, we're done now. Here we go. And then no, Victor grabs Mary Beth from the water and drags her in. And a very cool scene here, though.
Yeah, and she like resurfaces. She just sees poor little Ben just laying there in the boat, armless, and has like a wound on his neck and just dying.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and
and Victor actually takes his arm and reaches it into the water, and she grabs onto it thinking, and that's how he pulls her up. And then she realizes, oh, no. So, yeah. And then it just cuts to black. And that's
it ends with
the end of the movie.
with Victor just screaming at her in her face.
Yeah. And we know.
It kind of ended weird. Like it just cut off.
Yeah.
It did.
It's like they ran out of film or something like that.
They heard news of the hurricane coming. Right. There's like, we're done here.
They had to go, man. They had to go. Jeez.
If there wasn't a sequel to this, which picks up immediately after, I would have been irritated by that ending.
Yeah.
Like
I agree. And the final kill here, it is Ben. I mean, we don't see him die, but we can only assume that he dies. And he doesn't appear in the sequel. So pretty sure that he's the last one here. So, but you're right. Yeah, the scene, it just, not even a fade to black or anything else. Just, it cuts off like Brian said, they ran out of film, and that's, we got what we had to get. We got what we could get. We're done. Go home, everybody.
Like, we were going to film Victor, like, kissing her, but I guess we just got to roll with
That's it. So, final kill count was 12. Favorite character for me was Misty. I just love her for the comic relief.
Misty?
Misty.
That's not where I thought you was going.
Now, Misty is just because that 911 scene where she's just, it was Misty for me.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that pick, but I was surprised by that. I think my favorite.
She had some funny moments.
She did. Yeah, no, she's a great little character. I'm gonna go with. I'm always fucking boring with these. Ben's my favorite. He's fun. He's goofy. He's serviceable. He works. So yeah, I like Ben.
For me, I would probably pick Marcus. I think he was funny. I feel like we would have made a lot of the same choices.
I love Marcus, and like
he's great.
I was first introduced to that actor in like, I know the show is now kind of has a checkered past now, but like I met him on the Cosby Show, and he was always one of my favorite characters in that show. So then see him grown up here, it's like, oh shit, it's that guy.
Wasn't he?
He was also in Scream 3.
Yeah, that's right. He was in Scream 3 too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Favorite kill, Michael?
I mean, it's got to go to the wife of Jim.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah. Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon.
I think it's
Shannon Permato or Mateo or something.
Yeah. I think for me it was just Shapiro because he's just a terrible person, and it was fun to watch that go down.
I did love that.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick Shannon also because that, especially how they spun the camera around Victor and just seeing her mouth rip open like that was insane. And then she had a 3-foot long tongue coming out her mouth.
She's Gene Simmons in another life.
It was just crazy. It was just crazy and over the top.
Yep.
So I loved it.
Favorite scene, anyone?
I'm gonna just give it to the Tony Todd cameo. Like that's such a fun little scene.
I'll go with that one too. Yeah.
Again, I think for me it was that 911 scene because it was Jenna, Misty, Marcus, and Sean all just standing around, and that dialogue just keeps going back and forth. And I thought it was just really, really well done, really well written. So yeah.
Isn't that didn't Misty say in that scene, didn't she say like whoever heard of NYU or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
It's like whoever heard of that? It's like I don't know, it's a big ass college.
It's made up school.
Totally. Slasher survival tip. If your tour guide looks like he found the job on Craigslist at 2 a.m., swim home immediately.
Hey,
Yeah,
beautiful words to live by.
I think so.
Now what about
we
our
do have a final girl
rating
here.
Yeah,
because she doesn't die. We know that because she's in the sequel, although it's a different actress. But they replaced her. So final girl, I give her 10 out of 10. Mary Beth.
Yeah, I mean she's badass. She's competent. Kind of has a fun little tragic backstory. It's perfect. Yeah, I'll give her a 10.
Okay.
Y'all are nice. I give her a 5. She was, I don't know, she was just like annoying to me a little bit.
Sure.
You know, how she was talking to Ben in the beginning.
That's fair.
And it just seemed like she was just crying every single scene she was in.
She was emotional.
Oh, yeah, she was.
She misses her daddy.
Yeah, and then, I mean, I get it. She wanted to find her brother and her dad and all that stuff. It just seemed like she was just crying every single scene. It was, I don't know. I like final girls like Aaron from Your Next, or I forgot her name. Samara Weaving from Ready or Not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like badass final girls.
Yeah. No, I feel you there.
But, she did have a gun, so I got to give her some points.
She's
for
packing.
That.
You know what? You bring up some good points, Brian. I'm going to revise mine. I'm going to go an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah.
You did bring up good points, but I'm going to stick with mine, even though I'm like, I probably should move it. I gotta stick with it. My fucking cat is just ripping my goddamn back to pieces.
A horror movie in itself.
Yeah, I'm trying to sit here and be calm, but I'm like, God damn it.
And there it goes.
Get out of here, Toulouse.
How screwed are we?
Oh, I'm fucked. Totally screwed. Like, I'm dead immediately.
Yeah.
1, I'm not good in nature. 2, I don't do well in heat. And then 3, Victor Crowley is not anything to trifle with.
Yeah, I'm not going to survive this movie either. I'm done. I'm not even sure I would have made it as far as some of these other folks in this particular case. So that's me. I'm screwed.
I would survive.
Shit.
Only because I would have checked out. Like in the beginning when Marcus was trying to get Ben to go back to the party, I would have went back to the party. Like I've been to like some bonfires before, and like, you can't go everywhere with everybody. You know
fair.
what I mean? So I'm not going to the woods. I'm not going into no. We always die first in these situations. I'm not doing it.
So you're
I'm
not even
back to the party.
You're not even putting yourself in that situation. So
no, like I would have left. Like me and Ben would have parted ways after the Tony Todd scene. I wouldn't even been in the movie much. Oh my
God. I wouldn't have even made it to the bus, let alone the boat.
I would have made it.
It's like, nah.
I would have made it on the boat, I think, but I would have been the one the alligator would have gotten, and that would have been the end of me. I wouldn't have even gotten.
I was just gonna say I would have been poor Jim, I think.
Yep. As far as a star grade, I give this a 4.
I mean, it's so much fun. I need to chill with my 5-star ratings. I really do. I hand those out way too freely. So I'm going to...
You hand them out like candy. Yeah.
I do. I love... It's like everyone tried their best. They get 5 stars. I'll do 4. 4.5.
4.5. Okay.
4 3/4. No, I was kidding.
What say you, Brian?
I give it a 3.5.
Okay.
It's a fun watch, and I really love the 80s, practical effects look that it has. It definitely early 2000s. You could tell by the language and some of the dialogue for sure.
Yep.
It's a fun watch, and I do need to watch the other films because I've never seen the other.
Oh, yes, I think they're all like just as good as the first one. Like it's just banger after banger after banger. I think there's 4, so definitely worth checking out all of them.
What I really like about
I'll check
what I like most about the second one is, first of all, there's a couple of things. Tony Todd has a much bigger presence. He's in that. And then Tom Holland, who wrote and directed Fright Night from 1985, he is in it. He's got an acting role in this film too. So it's there's some great talent.
And Danielle Harris is in it as well.
She's the new Mary Beth.
Oh, wow.
They replaced
Mary
Beth.
She replaces Mary Beth. She's
Oh,
same character, different
changes
actors.
faces. Yeah.
But I think it was probably the right choice. I liked her a lot in that second one. So
yeah.
All right, coming up next, we have the scare preview. But first, Michael, let's talk about our friend Courtney real quick, shall we?
Yes, let's do it. She's got her podcast, Jaunty Haunts. I believe she just wrapped up her season, so now you get to go and binge all of season 2. But she's got all sorts of great paranormal encounters, stories from her herself, and friends, guests that she has on the show. If you love the paranormal, you love cryptids, she's covering it all.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of fun guests, lots of great features. She created this after spending the first 30 years of her life not telling anybody that she can see ghosts. And now her story is out there, and it's just a lot of fun to listen to. And man, some crazy stories that you'll hear on this. So even your wife had some great stories on that episode she was on. So definitely check out Jaunty Haunts from our friend Courtney. And I think she did just wrap up the season. And so, and we want to get her back on the show to talk about Sleepy Hollow, since she got to go there and I didn't. And I'm very, very jealous of that. All right. Well, now we're going to get into the part of the show where we talk about movies we are excited about. And Michael and I have not shared our scare previews with each other. So,
nope.
What do you got, Michael?
I've got a delightful little film that's coming out in January 9th. It is called Primate. Is this yours, Brian?
No match.
Okay, perfect. All right. We'll get there eventually. So this is a fun one. It's about a chimpanzee and a rich-ass family who has one as a pet. And something happens to this chimpanzee that leads it to murder all of them. So if you like that scene in Nope, we get a full movie basically about a killer chimpanzee. And I really enjoy that the chimp in this is played by a guy in a suit. And so it's all practical. But this guy, he moves like a chimp. Like, it is really, really well done. It looks like a ton of fun. I'm a huge Primates fan. I got like the chimp on the hand. Like, I love Primates, so I'm down for a killer chimp movie any day of the week.
Very cool. Well, mine is the upcoming remake of the 80s classic Silent Night, Deadly Night. Comes out December the 12th, directed by Mike P. Nelson, who did The Domestics, VHS 85, and A Wrong Turn. It stars Rowan Campbell from The Monkey, speaking of primates. Ruby Modine is in this, David Tomlinson. Again, December 12th. You're not familiar with the original. It's about a child who witnesses his parents' brutal murder by a man in a Santa suit, and then years later, as an adult, he dons a costume himself and goes on a violent spree. And it's going to be very interesting. We did the original one last season, and I'm very interested to see how they reimagine this. But yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night coming out in December.
Hopefully it's Rowan's slasher kind of redemption movie. Because That Halloween Ends is not it.
No, not great. Not great.
Did you like it,
Halloween. Brian? Did I like Halloween Ends?
You talking
about
I
see there. Oh, we finally got confused between the two Brians.
I know how you feel about it, Brian.
I was going to say I'm not a fan, but yeah.
So we just actually did a 13-week Halloween franchise marathon.
Shit.
There was like a few content creators, and we just talked about Halloween Ends this past yesterday actually. I have two thoughts or two perspectives. When I think about Halloween Ends as a part of the Halloween franchise, absolutely hate it.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense that that's the ending we got for Laurie and Michael. Like they were basically side characters in their own story. Absolutely hate it. As a standalone horror film, it's actually pretty good.
I could see that.
As a standalone horror film.
Right.
But as a part of the franchise, like, how does this scrawny ass kid gonna beat up Michael Myers and take his mask? And
that is my biggest issue right there. Like that,
and that's what Michael and I, we had a very in-depth discussion about that on that episode. That Michael's going to get his ass kicked by this kid. I don't think so. You know.
Yeah, no, it just they completely took away any scariness of Michael in that one.
And the first one in this trilogy, I thought was good, and I was excited to see it where they were going to go, and then it just each one got worse, and it was like, oh man, seriously. So
they're going to make another.
Yeah,
one.
they
of course
are.
They are.
give it 6 years, they'll make another one.
Oh, they will.
Well, that does it for our episode on Hatchet. Thank you so much to Brian from Killer Point of View. So happy that you were able to join us for this today.
Thank you for having me. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun talking about Hatchet. And I like your guys' podcast.
Thank you.
I actually just listened to the Hellfest episode today.
Hell yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, I wish I was on for that one, but
hey, technical
that was the one you were going to join us, and we had some technical issues and couldn't make that happen.
Yeah,
but
I fucking hate technology. It's fucking
same. It's out of control.
Yeah, we've had our own experiences with some tech failures, and it's very frustrating. But hey, at least we got it down tonight for you, and we would love to have you back anytime you want to come back. You know, look over our season, and if there's a film you want to come back with, let us know. We'd love to have you back on.
Thank you. I got to get you guys on the podcast. I'll have to figure out like who not to have on just because there's so many people. but yeah, I'll send you guys our schedule.
Cool.
And
hell yeah.
Yeah, just let me know what you guys want to do and we can make it happen.
Very cool.
Definitely.
That'd be so much fun. Yeah. Yeah, people don't invite Michael and I anywhere, so this is great. I love this.
They're like, I don't know. This guy's silly.
Well, next week we have another great one for you. Ghost Ship from 2002, one of the most iconic group kills in any horror film ever. We're going to do that. Please subscribe to us, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and tell all your friends about us. And we are video now, too. You can actually get the video version of this, Michael. Holy crap.
Sure can. Check it out on the old YouTube. And if you have a comment, concern, movie recommendation, shoot us an email at openingkillpod@gmail.com.
Opening Kill is produced by Mystic Cloud Productions and hosted by Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran. New episodes drop every Thursday wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And don't forget, you can watch the video versions on YouTube. See you next time. If you survive the opening kill.